On this 50-point inspection, I have a beer from a brewery I've never even heard of before, and it's right here in New Hampshire. This is called Tail Spinner Brewery, and they are out of, it looks like Nashua, New Hampshire. Let's see, this is a New England style double IPA. It's got a foundation of galaxy. It's called Stories for Floors. Pretty neat label art on this. It's like well, it's a whole town basically, but there's basically this house right here. I'm not sure if this is like an actual depiction of the area in Nashua, New Hampshire, where they do their brewing, but it's kind of like one of those open Barbie house themes where you can see what's going on inside from the outside. It's got that cutaway. So pretty cool. Never had anything from this brewery, never heard of them. Never had this beer before. It is 8.4% ABV. Canned on November 21st. So we're looking at 3 weeks. This has been canned. It says the Tail, crafted to honor the 4 stories of Tail Spinner Brewery and Rambling House Food and Gathering and the many stories told within. Raise a glass to honor the planners and builders and listen to tales forged by family, friends, and neighbors as the clock tower hands turn and the Nashua River rolls by. Okay, and then it gives tasting notes. I'm not going to read that. But yeah, so Galaxy, it seems like, is at least the base hop that's used in this. I'm not sure if they're using more. They probably give all that information in the tasting notes. I'll read that afterwards. I don't want to be influenced. So let's go ahead and give this one a pour. Definitely has that New England look to it. It is a murky brew. The head on it's very tight, compact, very frothy, creamy head. It actually kind of has this egg yolk yellow to it. A little off-white, creamy white. Might look more vibrant on camera as usual. The color of the beer itself is a nice milky orange. And it's opaque. Not seeing through that at all. Extremely murky-esque brew. Let's get some aromas here. Okay, it does have that orange vibe to it. Alright. Yeah, so there's an orange vibe. There is some malt presence in there as well. It's that almost like stinky armpit smell. So oranges and onions. It's pungent like. Huh. Yeah, so maybe going into the dank stratosphere there. I'd say tangerine in there also. Still on the orange side, citrus. Yeah, citrusy and orange, citrusy and onion. Maybe garlic like. All right, let's go ahead and take a first swig. So, cheers. All right, so pretty soft mouthfeel to this one. Smooth and creamy. I'd say it is lower side medium body. Carbonation's about medium on the prickles. There is some wheat, oaty type malt flavor action going on. A little bit of sweetness from the malt right up front. It does carry through as well. Hoppiness for sure. That's also meeting right up front with the malt. It just seems to be pretty well blended together with that. Flavor notes. That's where it gets a little bit tricky. What am I tasting? Yeah. Once again, it is citrusy. There is an orange or tangerine. Nope. There does seem to be a bit of peach. The onion note still comes through. I'm almost getting like a cheesiness. It's almost like a Parmesan cheese happening. So I'm not sure if they used like old fungal hops in this too, because Old Fuggles, if you brew some Old Fuggles, you can get some cheesy notes. There's definitely a cheesiness to this beer. Like I said, like Parmesan. I think there's a bit of apricot also sneaking around. It's all got this kind of weird blend to it, especially that Parmesan-y cheesiness. Yeah, bitterness level on this, I'd say it's moderately bitter. Oh, fuck. Okay. So, yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and start scoring this. Okay, I am back. I got my score. I'm going to read the can first because it is a little bit different than what they state on Untapped. So, not sure exactly how new this brewery is. I could have gone into it more, but there's actually, on Untapped you can actually see the brewery too. They kind of do like a rating on the overall brewery and give some information on that. So pretty interesting. I'll have to check this place out sometime when I'm in Nashville. Maybe if I'm going over to Spyglass or something. But yeah, the taste, huge and hazy, with 4 hops for balance and decadence, built upon a foundation of fresh Australian Galaxy. All right, so like I said, there's probably other hops in here other than just Galaxy. The Galaxy is just the base. Let's see, Untapped says a huge New England nedipa in our haziest. This beer is loaded with 4 hops designed for both balance and decadence, built on a foundation of fresh picked Australian Galaxy hops. This beer honors the builders of the 4 floors and countless stories of Tailspinner and Rambling House. Okay, so basically just took everything off the can and just swapped it. Great. So, they don't actually give tasting notes, per se. So, whatever I said is absolutely 100% correct. And out of 194 ratings, this beer averages out at a 4.04 out of 5, which on my scale would just put that at, well, probably round that one down, I would say, to a 4. So, put it at a good beer. Now, what I thought of this beer, though very interesting with that kind of cheesy Parmesan note I was getting, it's pretty well blended. It's got the best of everything kind of going for it, as far as you are getting some malt profile in there. It's not a bad malt either. It's oat and wheat type, a little bit of malt sweetness. Hops, giving off some decent hop flavors. The cheese is a little bit weird, but kind of works. It happens sometimes. And the onion, garlicky type aromas and stuff are also very intriguing. You don't find that often in beers. They do pop up here and there, and they usually tend to work, like cooking. Anyways, before I let these damn dogs in, I'm going to go ahead and run down. Oh yeah, the ABV as well. 8.4%, not detectable. Well hidden. So, appearance, 6 out of 6. The aromas, I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. For the flavor score, I'm at a 16.5 out of 19. The body on it, 5 out of 5. And my overall, I'm at an 8 out of 10. So, that is going to leave the Tailspinner Brewery's Stories for Floors Foundation Galaxy with a bumpy 43.5 out of 50. I'm going to put this in the very good category. So I did notice one other beer by them. I'll have to pick that up now. Only picked up the 1 can of this, and I'll just pick up the 1 can of the other one too. Just try them out, see how they're doing. So far, so good. So just want to say cheers. Thank you all for watching.